which is long and thin, quivered a little at the tip, as it always does when she's interested or excited over anything. "Well?" she demanded. "A sad business. Nothing to be done. Must have died in her sleep." "I know," said my sister again. This time I was annoyed. "You can't know," I snapped. "I didn't know myself until I got there, and haven't mentioned it to a soul yet. If that girl Annie knows, she must be a clairvoyant." "It wasn't Annie who told me. It was the milkman. He had it from the Ferrers' cook. As I say, there is no need for Caroline to go out to get information. She sits at home, and it comes to her." My sister continued, "What did she die of? Heart failure?" "Didn't the milkman tell you that?" I inquired sarcastically. Sarcasm is wasted on Caroline. She takes it seriously and answers accordingly. "He didn't know," she explained. After all, Caroline was bound to hear sooner or later. She might as well hear from me. "She died of an overdose of veronal. She's been taking it lately for sleeplessness. Must have taken too much." "Nonsense," said Caroline immediately. "She took it on purpose. Don't tell me." It is odd when you have a secret belief of your own which you do not wish to acknowledge. The voicing of it by someone else will rouse you to a fury of denial. I burst immediately into indignant speech. "There you go again," I said, "rushing along without rhyme or reason. Why on earth should Mrs. Ferrers wish to commit suicide? A widow, fairly young still, very well off, good health, and nothing to do but enjoy life. It's absurd." "Not at all. Even you must have noticed how different she's been looking lately. It's been coming on for the last 6 months. She's looked positively hag-ridden, and you've just admitted that she hasn't been able to sleep." "What is your diagnosis?" I demanded coldly. "An unfortunate love affair, I suppose." My sister shook her head. "Remorse," she said with great gusto. "Remorse?" "Yes, you never would believe me when I told you she poisoned her husband. I'm more than ever convinced of it now." "I don't think you're very logical," I objected. "Surely if a woman committed a crime like murder, she'd be sufficiently cold-blooded to enjoy the fruits of it without any weak-minded sentimentality such as repentance." Caroline shook her head. "There probably are women like that, but Mrs. Ferrers wasn't one of them. She was a mass of nerves. An overmastering impulse drove her on to get rid of her husband because she was the sort of person who simply can't endure suffering of any kind. And there's no doubt that the wife of a man like Ashley Ferrers must have had to suffer a good deal." I nodded. "And ever since she's been haunted by what she did. I can't help feeling sorry for her." I don't think Caroline ever felt sorry for Mrs. Ferrers while she was alive. Now that she has gone where, presumably, Paris frocks can no longer be worn, Caroline is prepared to indulge in the softer emotions of pity and comprehension. I told her firmly that her whole idea was nonsense. I was all the more firm because I secretly agreed with some part, at least, of what she'd said. But it is all wrong that Caroline should arrive at the truth simply by a kind of inspired guesswork. I wasn't going to encourage that sort of thing. She will go around the village airing her views, and everyone will think that she's doing so on medical data supplied by me. Life is very trying." "Nonsense," said Caroline in reply to my strictures. "You'll see. 10 to 1 she's left a letter confessing everything." "She didn't leave a letter of any kind," I said sharply, and not seeing where the admission was going to land me. "Oh," said Caroline, "so you did inquire about that, did you? I believe, James, that in your heart of hearts you think very much as I do. You're a precious old humbug." "One always has to take the possibility of suicide into consideration," I said impressively. "Will there be an inquest?" "There may be. It all depends. If I'm able to declare myself absolutely satisfied that the overdose was taken accidentally, an inquest might be dispensed with." "And are you absolutely satisfied?" asked my sister shrewdly. I did not answer, but got up from the table. 2. Who's Who in King's Abbot. Before I proceed further with what I said to Caroline and what Caroline said to me, it might be as well to give some idea of what I should describe as our local geography. Our village, King's Abbot, is, I imagine, very much like any other village. Our big town is Cranchester, 9 miles away. We have a large railway station, a small post office, and 2 rival general stores. Able-bodied men are apt to leave the place early in life, but we are rich in unmarried ladies and retired military officers. Our hobbies and recreations can be summed up in the one word, gossip. There are only 2 houses of any importance in King's Abbot. One is